force and motion test. Number 1, a person uses a lever to raise up a large rock until it is 2 meters from the ground. Which is the input force and which is the output force? Hint, draw a picture. A, the force applied to the rock is the input force, and the force applied by the person to the lever is the output force. B, the force applied by the person to the lever is the input force, and the force applied to the rock is the output force. C, the force applied to the fulcrum is the input force, and the force applied to the lever is the output force. D, the force applied to the rock is the input force, and the height of the rock is the output force. Press pause if you need to review. Number 2, which of the following is a definition of motion? A change in position over time. B, the speed and direction of an object. C, the length of the path between points. D, a location compared to the other locations. Number 3, as you pull down on a pulley, the load attached to the pulley is lifted. How is the pulley changed the way work is done? A, it made the load lighter. B, it made the load heavier. C, it lifted the load more quickly. Or D, it changed the direction of force. Number 4, a box of books is on the floor. The following pictures shows a push and a pull acting on the box. So if you'll go ahead and take a look at the picture. What is the net force towards the right of the box? A, 0 newtons. B, 50 newtons. C, 100 newtons. D, 2,500 newtons. Number 5, a ramp is an example of which type of simple machine? A, lever. B, wheel and axle. C, inclined plane. D, block and tackle pulley. 6, 2 equal forces act in opposite directions on object A. 2 unequal forces act in opposite directions on object B. If these are the only forces acting on objects A and B, which of the following is true? A, only object A will accelerate. B, only object B will accelerate. D, neither object A nor object B will accelerate. Number 7, a friend told you about a new pulley she used to lift some objects. She said, the best part is that it makes me do less work. What should you say to your friend to help correct the statement? A, nothing, the statement is already correct. B, machines don't make you do less work, they make you do more work. C, machines don't make you do less work, but they change the way the work is done. D, machines do make you do less work, and they also help you do it in a shorter amount of time. Number 8, imagine a box floating in space. The following picture shows all the forces acting on this box. Go ahead and take a look at the picture and the numbers. What is the net vertical force on this box? A, 50 N upward. B, 100 N upward. C, 50 N downward. D, 100 N downward. Okay, be careful how this screen looks. I'm not quite sure what happened. But number 9, what is a machine? A device that absorbs excess work. B, a device that changes the way work is done. C, a device that increases the amount of work done. D, a device that decreases the amount of work done. Number 10, the picture below shows a team of horses pulling on a rock from multiple directions. Each individual horse is pulling on the rock with the same amount of force. Go ahead and take a look at the picture. Question, which statement best describes the movement of the rock based on the forces being applied? A, the forces being applied are unbalanced, causing the rock to move north. B, the forces being applied are unbalanced, causing the rock to move south. C, the forces being applied are unbalanced, causing the rock to move east. D, the forces being applied are unbalanced, causing the rock to move west. Number 11, which of the following is an example of applied force? A, catching a baseball. B, pulling on your dog's leash. C, leaves turning colors. D, pushing your textbook across the table. Number 12, use the image to answer the following question. A force of 50 newtons causes the box to move. If a force larger than 50 N is exerted on the object in the opposite direction, which of the following will result? Hint, draw the opposite force. Go ahead and take a look at that picture. A, the object will move to the right. B, the object will move to the left. C, the object will move upwards. D, the object will not move. And also, don't mind this image, it has a white around. Use a diagram for situation 1 and 2 below to answer the following question. Use a diagram for situation 1 and situation 2 below to answer the following question. Go ahead and take a look at your picture. Question, which statement best describes the above situations? A, more force is needed to move the box in situation 2. B, equal force is needed to move the box in both situation 1 and 2. C, less force is needed to move the box in situation 2 than situation 1. Or D, more force is needed to move the box in situation 1 than situation 2. 14, the bed of a moving truck is higher than the sidewalk in front of a house. Which of the following modifications would reduce the amount of effort needed to load the box? Take a look at your picture. A, making the ramp longer. B, adding a set of steps. C, making the ramp shorter. D, removing the ramp and the stairs. Number 15, the combination or total of all forces acting on an object is a definition of which type of force? A, resistant force. B, net force. C, applied force. Or D, directional force. 16, solve the net force on the object below. Is it A, 75 N to the right, B, 150 N up, C, 0 N, or D, 50 N to the left? 17, a stone block is pushed up a ramp that is 140 meters long and 20 meters high. What is the ideal mechanical advantage of the ramp? In parentheses, mechanical advantage equals length divided by height. A, 120, B, 70, C, 160, or D, 7. 18, an inclined plane has a length of 8 meters and an ideal mechanical advantage of 2. The height of the inclined plane is A, 11, B, 4, C, 16, or D, 10. Again, mechanical advantage equals length divided by height. Number 19, a group of neighborhood kids wants to build a treehouse. They need to determine the most effective way to reduce the force needed when lifting the boards into the tree. Which of the following simple machines would decrease the force needed to lift the boards? A, lever. B, wheel and axle. C, pulley. D, inclined plane. Number 20, write in response. Becky moves a box of science equipment into a school with the aid of an inclined plane. If the plane has a length of 10 meters and a height of 4 meters, what's the mechanical advantage of the inclined plane? Again, this is a write-in response, so you need to solve for this.